Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to create a list of players referenced by numbers and how to randomize that list at will. Okay, first thing, you got an empty sheet. Okay, I'll use column B for the names. So I'll put it large enough. Let's say like that. Okay, so I'm gonna use that cell for the title. So I'll say players list, and I want this to be in the center, and underline. Okay, there I go. Okay, I leave this one empty, so I'll start on cell number A3. Okay, I'll write 1. Oh, by the way, this is using Excel, and I'm using an old Excel, but it doesn't matter. It will work with any version. Okay, so we got 1. Now on the next cell, I'll write a formula. I'll say A3 plus 1. So it gives me 2, of course. No. Okay, so I press on this one. I'm back on the A4. Gonna move the cursor over the little square that you see in the cell until my cursor transformed into a black cross, and then I'm gonna drag this until I reach 20. So it gives me 18 numbers, 1 from 18, 18 players. This is for 18 players, let's say. You can have more. It doesn't matter. Okay, next step would be, okay, to get rid of this, I'll hit Control D. Okay. Now let's go back to this cell, first name, in fact. Right click on the mouse and choose Format Cell. Choose Border. I'll make none. And I'll take this one, the base, just a line. Yeah, on the screen you see what it does here. So I got my line. Okay. Again, click on this cell. Put your cursor until you get the little black cross. Drag down to 18, and you got lines all over the place. Okay. Now, next step would be to define this as our printing printing zone. So I'm selecting all the cells. I'll go page layout. Yeah, print area. So I'll define this as my print area. Okay. Now if I go back, I want to see how it looks. So I go here, my print preview. This is it. It's not. It's very small right now. So and it's not alignment is not so good. So I go on page setup, margins here. Yes. So I'll center it horizontally, vertically. Okay, so looks good right now. Okay. Now it's too small. So what I'll do is click here. I'll click Control A to choose all the cells, and I'll choose a bigger font. Okay. I want to go back again to my print preview. Well, it looks not bad. Okay, I'll increase a little bit more. Control A to choose everything. I'll put it to 20. Let's see now what it does. Oh, this is not too bad. Okay, we'll stop at this. Now, so you got your this is an empty list. Okay, if you use that, It means that you're letting the players, when they arrive, they put their name on it and they choose their position, you know. Okay, now if you wanna, if you can start filling the names, you know. Let's say I put this Richard. Uh, D. Oops, sorry. Capital D. Thompson. Okay. Now, it would take too long to enter all the numbers. So, first of all, what we're going to do is select those cells and center the names. Okay, it looks good. Look at the print preview again. Yeah, it looks good. Pretty good. If you want to use full names, go ahead. You know, you can play with the width of the. If you want to use full names, you play with the width of the column. All right, I'll stick to that. Okay, notice that the dotted line means this is my. It defines the impression, the printing zone. Sorry, printing zone. Okay, now would be too long to enter all the names, so I've got something prepared here. Okay, maybe I'll put it to 20. Okay, so print preview. This is pretty good. Looks very good. Looks very good. Now, how do you randomize that list? Because you don't want the players every time to have the same position, you know, always number one, always number two. So how to randomize, I'll show you. Let's click on the cell C3 with the first name. We'll enter a function. Fall function is called random. It's for random, R&D, okay, with the brackets. Okay, there you go. What it does is that it generates a random number between 0 and 1. So it's always, less than 1 usually. Okay, now move your cursor again to get the small cross, drag down to the last name. Okay, so what you have is a bunch of random numbers. You go, it's always the same formula in every cell. Okay, next step, how do you randomize the names here to get different positions? Okay, what you do is that you select these two columns. Well, again, Control D to get rid of the, sorry. All right. Okay, you select column C and B, and then you go to data, and you want to press on sort. This is a custom sort. Okay, now here you have to specify that you want to sort from column C on values and smallest to largest, let's say. So look what it does. It randomizes the number position. Not the number, the names. If you look in this column, the numbers are not really randomized because this is a random function. The effect it does randomize the list of names every time you press. Don't press on these. Press on this one, custom sort, and make sure you're sorting with the column containing the random numbers. Smaller to largest or largest to smallest, doesn't matter. So that's how you do it. If you take a look at the, if I take a look at the print, There you go, Looks pretty good to me. If you want to change a little something here, like footer sheet. Oh yeah, if you want a grid, you press on grid. There you go. So closing the box, but I prefer without it. There you go. You got a randomized list every time you do that. Don't make sure you select the names columns and the random numbers. And again, you have to go to data, press on sort with the C in this case. Press enter when you're sorting. It doesn't affect your printing list. Well, I mean, it's still there. If I look at it, you're ready. Just print the list and there you go. So what you can do is if you're using a random chart with numbers and your group of players is steady, it's always the same players coming back next week again. And instead of having them choose their position, you fix their name and you randomize the position. It's easy. All you have to do now is print. And again, here I saved. You can change the name of the sheet. If you have other groups, you're leading other groups. Just create another sheet and follow the same instruction I did in the first sheet. There you go. This is useful with a chart, a random chart with numbers, using numbers instead of names. Thank you very much.